skies today. Overall, great day, and we're going to have a clear sky tonight to see those fireworks we're going to show. 99 now in Fresno. We did hit 100 today. 90 still in the North Valley and 101 in Hanford right now. So it's still hot out there, but compared to what we have been seeing, much cooler. So for the rest of the night, if you have plans outdoors, expect warm temperatures to continue, not cooling down until well after the sun sets tonight. Tomorrow is still going to be warm for most of us. Are going to see 99 or so. Some of us could see triple digits again, but after that, we do start to see a cooling trend really pick up on Thursday. We're going to have a beautiful few days in the 90s before it gets hot again. I'll tell you more in my full forecast, but for right now, KSEE 24 News at 6 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 6.
We are out there in force. We will find you. We will arrest you.
Drive sober or get pulled over. The CHP and local police watching the highways and streets like a hawk over the holiday. Good evening and happy 4th. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Alexander Balaki and Stephanie is off tonight. Cracking down on drunk drivers, the 4th of July is one of the busiest for the CHP. The CHP already reporting 1,000 DUI arrests statewide since Friday. And the streets and highways will be littered with law enforcement tonight. Our Esteban Reynoso joining us from the Fresno Police Department with much more on how they plan to keep the roads safe. Esteban, good evening.
Good evening, Alexander. Well, we spoke with 3 local agencies, and they all say that they're going to be cracking down on those impaired drivers that could be hitting the roadways. They say if you've been drinking at all, don't hit the roads because you could see those blue and red flashing lights behind you.
We are out there in force. We will find you. We will arrest you. The last thing you want to do is spend your 4th of July holiday in the Fresno County Jail or in the morgue. That's what we're trying to avoid.
The California Highway Patrol out in full force for Independence Day. Since Friday night, they say they've already arrested nearly 1,200 people during their maximum enforcement period.
It should be alarming to you. It's alarming to us.
Every available officer, including Mike Salas, is out there patrolling the highways.
We're going to have all of our available officers, including myself, out here on patrol. You know, it's a busy weekend.
And it's busy on city roads, too.
Around the holidays, we do see an increase in DUIs.
According to Fresno PD, on Saturday alone, during their DUI checkpoints, they screened over 450 cars. And of those, 9 DUI arrests were made.
So we do have officers proactively working the streets, traffic units working tonight. We don't have a problem with people celebrating, but we ask that people celebrate responsibly.
Clovis had 4 DUI arrests, which they say is typical for a holiday weekend, but they, too, rely on other police agencies working together to stop impaired drivers.
And the agencies all work closely to make sure that the most important thing is to get the drunk drivers off the streets.
Now, officials do not give us the location of any of those DUI checkpoints for obvious reasons. They want to catch people off guard. Now, they say they'll be using witness calls as well as that heavy patrol to find any impaired drivers. Live in Fresno, Esteban Reynoso, KSEE 24 Local News That Matters.
Bon, thank you. Fire crews gaining more ground tonight on the Whiskey Fire up in Madera County. The Sheriff's Office now lifting evacuation orders and warnings today. It has already burned 84 acres. It's 20% contained. The fire broke out yesterday afternoon in the 59,000 block of Road 225 in North Fork. CAL FIRE says that a tractor accident sparked the fire and a 65-year-old Southern California man died in the crash.
It's a pretty unfortunate situation. The witnesses there reported that he had announced that he lost the brakes, and then there was a collision and the tractor rolled over and he perished at the scene.
The Madera Sheriff's Office reminding residents to be cautious on the road as emergency vehicles and personnel are still working in the area. Well, the search continues tonight for a backpacker in Yosemite National Park who's been missing since Sunday. Park rangers say Hayden Clemenot was backpacking with a group at Upper Chilunalna Falls on Sunday. It went into the creek. He did go into the creek near the trail junction and has not been heard from since. He was last seen wearing the items here in this photo: a tan hat, white sunglasses, a red t-shirt, blue swimming trunks, and white Adidas shoes. Anyone who has seen him is asked to contact the Yosemite National Park. Well, tonight, the hunt for a gunman in Merced County after a couple was shot around midnight. It happened near West 27th and K Streets. The man and woman were rushed to the hospital. Their condition unknown at this time, and there's still no description of the suspect. A new piece of legislation making the rounds at the state capitol to crack down on illegal fireworks. Our Eitan Wallace with more on what this new law would do if it passes.
Well, the lawmaker behind the bill says illegal fireworks have simply gotten out of hand, and now he wants to see more resources and awareness.
Oh, it's a huge problem throughout the state of California.
That's how Assemblymember Eduardo Garcia describes the issue of illegal fireworks in the Golden State. California law describes illegal fireworks as anything that blasts into the air or explodes, including firecrackers, aerial shells, and skyrockets.
Some of these explosives that are manufactured outside of California and around the world, they're illegal for a reason.
While state law allows on a limited basis the sale of legal, safe, and sane fireworks that do not leave the ground and always bear the official state fire marshal's seal, Assemblymember Garcia believes too many people are literally getting their hands on illegal fireworks.
These types of fireworks are becoming a major hazard.
A hazard the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission attributed nationwide to at least 10,200 emergency room visits and 11 deaths in 2022, not to mention $59 million in property damage the year before.
Not only is it about protecting property, but also protecting human lives.
And even as the state of California has laws on the books punishing violators with up to 1 year in prison and as much as $50,000 in fines, Assemblymember Garcia says more can be done. He's behind a bill that would require the state fire marshal to provide guidance and training to local agencies about proper ways to enforce, seize, transport, and store illegal fireworks. AB 1403, as it's known, also calls on the state fire marshal to collect and analyze data relating to citations, fires, and damages caused by the sale of both illegal and legal fireworks. Officials will then use the collected data for an analysis to go before the legislature about further statewide resources needed to combat the problem.
For us to be able to push a policy that allows for greater information education about that is critical, but also an opportunity to create resources for local law enforcement to really hone in and do the enforcement that needs to happen.
In a statement, TNT Fireworks offered support for the bill, writing, quote, "We are grateful that Assemblymember Garcia is willing to take on the challenge of stopping the illegal importation into and the sale of illegal fireworks in California." Garcia spoke to us about the end goal.
We want our local communities during the celebrations of 4th of July and other celebratory occasions to be safe.
And as of now, the bill has no formal opposition. Reporting from the state capitol, Eitan Wallace, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Well, of course, the 4th wouldn't be, well, the 4th without lighting up the Fresno skyline with a fireworks show. The city of Fresno getting in on the action tonight, hosting its first ever show at McLean High School. It is free to the public. They are putting those final touches on a spectacular light show, roughly 800 fireworks in all. The show is free to attend. However, food trucks and live music will also be on hand, so you could bring a few dollars with you to pay for drinks and some food. It's the first fireworks show hosted by the city. It's going to run from 6 to 9 o'clock with 4,000 seats available. Fresno Special Events Manager David Rodriguez says it's a chance for the city to offer a safe and legal alternative to the illegal fireworks commonly seen during the holiday.
If it does well this year, maybe we'll have it here next year in another stadium, so we can start offering them throughout the city of Fresno.
And the city is, of course, asking those who come out, stay very hydrated. It will still be hot tonight. If you want to skip the other portions of the event, such as the vendors or music, organizers do recommend coming out around 8 to get your seats before the show gets started at 9 o'clock. Still to come here at 6, panic at a Florida beach. The scary moments when a shark sent beachgoers way back to shore, and it's all caught on camera.
The best chance to save life and property is early detection and early mitigation.
Coming up on the news at 6:30, changing the game when it comes to wildfires. How a new aerial monitoring system is giving fire departments a head start on detection and prevention.
And it's still hot out there, but temperatures are starting to cool down now. We hit 100 degrees again today here in Fresno. Here's a quick check of temperatures across the area. 90s in the North Valley, 99 now in Fresno, but still 101 in Hanford. I'll talk about what you can expect for the rest of the night for your 4th of July forecast. But for right now, here's your 4-day Boss allergy forecast. Your top pollens are grass and oak, and levels are in the medium range. We'll be right back.
This is KSEE 24 News at 6 with Stephanie Barugian, Alexon Balakian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Your local weather authority, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
I see on KSEE stories of everyday people making a big difference. I see farmers and ranchers providing food for the nation. The work they do is so vitally important, and that inspires me to make sure they know what to prepare for, from their farm to our tables. We are all connected in the Central Valley. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact, and I invite you to see it all here every day on KSEE 24 News.
I'm attorney Bridget Dunyan. If you're calling our law firm, you're probably having one of the worst days of your life. You've been injured, you need help, and you don't know what to do. Maybe the insurance company is giving you the runaround. Maybe the medical bills are piling up. Maybe you can't even go to work. When you hire our law firm, you don't have to worry about any of that. We'll help take care of everything, so all you need to worry about is getting better. If you've been injured, call us. It's just that easy.
Call 877-DUNYON, DUNNION.
So, how's the menopause going?
Unexpected rage, hot flashes, exhaustion.
Big fan. Here's to being tired all day
and up at night.
Said no woman ever. Estroven relieves major menopause symptoms.
Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
Playing the Soroyan Theater July 25th through 30th. Get your tickets at BroadwayandFresno.com.
Now YourCentralValley.com, pros who know.
While under IV sedation, you can have all of your dental work done while you sleep. For more information about the process, call Better Life today.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
KSEE 24 News is always available at the new YourCentralValley.com.
Good evening and happy 4th of July. I'm Catherine Phillips filling in for AJ Fox tonight. We hit 100 again today in Fresno, so another hot day. Tomorrow is going to be a little cooler, some spots in the 90s, some spots still hanging on to that triple-digit heat. But then after that, we do see a lot of 90s ahead of us. We have tons of sunshine, but we have below average temperatures to come. So if you're tired of the heat, good news, some relief is on the way. So today our high was 100. Average for this time of year is 97, nowhere close to that record of 112. And we're not going to see temperatures even close to that for quite some time here in Fresno. So here's what we're looking at across the state. Palm Springs 106, Los Angeles 65, San Francisco 66, but here in Fresno 99 degrees, in Merced 95, Hanford 101 still, so still hot in parts of the South Valley, 99 in Porterville and 98 right now in Visalia. Compared to this point yesterday, we're about 3 degrees cooler right now in Fresno than what we saw yesterday, 4 degrees cooler in Merced and 2 degrees cooler in Hanford. So if you're going out to see any fireworks tonight or you have any party plans for this 4th of July, expect to see some pretty warm temperatures hanging out with us until this after the sun goes down. So by 7 o'clock, we're still hot, 96 degrees. 8 p.m., the sun sets around 8:22, so 93 degrees then. And then slowly after that, we do start to see those temperatures drop back down into the 80s. About 10 o'clock, 85 degrees, 9 o'clock, 89 degrees. Clear skies, some breeze there. So if you are trying to see some fireworks, you do have some good conditions for it. It's not going to be too hot outside for much longer. So here's the view from the KSEE 24 studios right now. Clear skies, not much clouds. And this is our satellite and radar over the past 24 hours. So we're clear across the valley and we're going to stay clear. This is our futurecast radar, and you can see we do have some clouds to the coast, some sprinkles on the coast as well. But here in the Central Valley, we're going to stay dry and we're going to stay calm for the next few days. As far as air quality goes, Merced, Madera, Kings, and Fresno County on the moderate range for air quality. Tulare and Sequoia National Park unhealthy for those sensitive groups. So that is to be expected for this time of year. So overnight lows tonight are going to be pretty mild. Relief from the heat. 66 in Hanford, 66 in Visalia. Spots like Dunlap getting close to 69 degrees. Fresno 68, Madera 63, and then in the North Valley, same temperatures around the low 60s as well. For tomorrow, 100 for spots like Madera, 99 in Fresno, 99 in Selma, Auberry and Oakhurst in the mid to low 90s as well. So some of us could still hang on to that triple-digit heat. Tulare 100, Visalia 100, but Selma 99. So it really just depends on where you are if you're going to hit 100 degrees again for tomorrow. Most of us are seeing 90s again. And then those trend of those 90s will start to continue by Wednesday, 99 for most of us. Thursday, 95. And that's when we're going to start to really cool down. Friday, 92. Saturday, 92, which is well below normal for this time of year. Sunday, 94 degrees. And then by Monday, we're getting warmer, 98 on Monday. And then Tuesday next week, we're back into the triple digits, 101 for next week, Tuesday. Overnight lows are in the 60s. So overall, we are going to see much needed relief from the heat. We're going to be in the 90s. It's going to be a lot nicer, but we do have this triple digit heat coming back again. So if you are tired of the heat, there is some relief, but not for too long.
All right, 90s at least for a week.
Yeah.
And more triple digits.
Yeah.
All right, we're there. Catherine, thank you. And what about this? Have you seen this? A large shark spotted swimming alongside beachgoers in Navarre Beach. This is near Pensacola, Florida. I mean, look at this. The beach safety director says shark sightings are common in that part of the Gulf and are usually no big deal. A group of fishermen recently hooked an 800-pound tiger shark at this very same beach. I'm not going in. All right, coming up next in sports, it's, of course, the 4th of July. And so we send out our Andrew Martin to the ballpark for the Grizzlies. Baseball, hot dogs, beer, whatever he can find. Andrew, take it away.
That's right, Alexon. So it's the 4th of July. Alexon, it's the 4th of July. The Fresno Grizzlies have their annual game here at Chuck Chansey Park. We'll have a live report with a preview next in Sports Central.
Show because people like you.
It was like magic watching you. What's he gonna do? I
don't know. KSEE 24 celebrates another Next Star Founders Day. Every year we give back to the community, and this year we donated much needed supplies to Valley Animal Center. Our staff also helped build shelters and walkways, clear out space for more facilities, and even had time to help socialize animals.
I truly cannot thank KSEE 24 enough for coming out and helping us with this project. From the bottom of my heart and the animals' hearts, we thank you guys.
When we celebrate Founders Day, we celebrate our community. KSEE 24, community matters.
At Central Floor Supply, our new showroom is filled with name brand, waterproof flooring, and luxurious carpet. We have better selection, better quality, and much better prices than the big box stores. For the best in flooring and real customer service, visit Central Floor Supply.
A car accident can shatter your world, but at Jacoby & Myers, we want to help you get back to where you were before. Taking on insurance companies, hospital bills, medical care, whatever you need to get back to the life you love. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
The Kauai Health Medical Clinic on Ben Maddox in Visalia offers primary care for regular checkups and prompt care for minor injuries. Open 6 days a week. Call 559-624-4800 or visit kauaihealth.org/clinics.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Kauai Health. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. The Fresno Grizzlies are celebrating the 4th the same way they usually do, with a home game followed by a fireworks display. The Grizzlies have actually been on the road for a while for the last couple of weeks, but it was a good road trip for the Grizzlies. A 10-2 record. They are 11-3 in their last 13 games. Now, they return to Chuck Chansey Park to host the San Jose Giants in a 6-game series beginning tonight. Caleb Franson is the starting pitcher for the Grizzlies tonight. He's 2-2 with a 4.45 ERA, but we have with us another Grizzlies pitcher, Zach Agnos, who has pitched a lot this season, obviously. He is leading the California League in saves with 13. It's been a couple of days since you pitched, so are we going to see you tonight if Franson does not go the distance?
It's a possibility. I'm trying to get Brewer to allow me to get out on the mound tonight. I went 2 innings on Saturday or Sunday, so it's usually 2 days off, but I'm feeling really good today, so I might try to convince him.
Zach, you're in your first season in the California League. You were a 10th round draft pick by the Rockies last year. In college, you played mostly infield. So was it kind of strange to just focus on pitching here with the Grizzlies?
Yeah, but I mean, it's what I agreed to. You know, I had another opportunity to play with a different organization as a two-way, but I chose the Rockies because, you know, I've heard great things about them, and, you know, I decided to be a pitcher, and I haven't looked back since, and it's been a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Well, Zach Agnos, we may see him on the mound tonight, we may not, but again, leading the California League in saves this season with 13. Appreciate the time. Good luck tonight. The Fresno Grizzlies expecting a huge crowd for the 4th of July. We got a quick Aaron Judge update for you. We can tell you that earlier today it was discovered that he still isn't running yet for the New York Yankees, but he is hitting off of a tee. He may need surgery, but it's not going to happen during the season. Judge, of course, an ex-Bulldog. That's going to do it for us at Chuck Chansey Park. We are live tonight ahead of the Fresno Grizzlies game against the San Jose Giants. We'll be back right after this.
Dogs in the 4th of July.
For them, this is frightening.
How to keep your dog from going nuts during fireworks. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24.
Today, buying drugs is as easy as sending a text. Parents, please talk to your kids about the dangers of fentanyl-laced drugs before it's too late.
Friday nights when the sun goes down, the fun is just getting started at Island Water Park. Join us for After Dark 6 to 10 for 24 with 24 Friday nights. Admission is just $24, half off the regular price when you scan this code. Scan now for an evening of fun, food, night slides, awesome activities, DJ music, and much more. The only way to get this exclusive TV price is to scan this code. 24 with 24 Friday nights 6 to 10 at Island Water Park, sponsored by KSEE 24.
United Health Center's newest location in Hanford is now open on Mall Drive. We welcome you to become our new patient. Our Hanford Health Center is ready to provide the quality health care you and your family deserve. Call us at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227 to book your medical or dental appointment today. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
Welcome, welcome. Meet Lisa and Keith. Don't let the wide smile fool you. They're miserable. They work, they have kids, they escape. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Hey, the kids are texting.
Enjoy the sweet life before all the fun downstairs. What's your location? I'm taking towels to 111, or maybe they'll just stay in.
An epic night of pampering.
Hey, don't you work here?
Hey, we all need a break. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services.
Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on. Choose your own adventure in a new Toyota today. When you choose a car, truck, or SUV from the most reliable brand on the road, you're ready for fun. Now get low 3.99% APR on an adventure-ready RAV4, spacious Highlander, stylish Camry, or rugged Tacoma. Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on now. Toyota, let's go places.
This is KSEE 24 News at 6.
Well, if you're a die-hard 7-Eleven fan, then this might be right up your alley. For a limited time, every rewards member has a chance to win a custom diamond chain. This is it. Look at that. is that a slush puppy in diamonds? It's made of real diamonds, worth $2,500. All members have to do is buy something at their local store to enter. The winner will also get a keychain, car weight, an original pendant with the 7-Eleven logo. All items are plated in 14-karat gold with diamond stones. Reward members have until August 1st in hopes to try to win. We have much more news coming up here at 6:30. Wondering how to properly dispose of your fireworks after lighting them off tonight? We're going to hear from law enforcement on the safe way to do so. And the so-called biggest and best fireworks show in the Valley returns. What you should know before heading out to watch.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
The Sonic 2 for $7 deal lets you choose from a Sonic cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, and 6-piece Mont Sticks. Any combination you want. It's like your birthday, but without that weird email from your dentist. Sonic 2 for $7 deal.
That's for you to decide, but you should know the facts. I'm not looking to tell people what to believe or what to think. I am here to tell you to think.
Cuomo.
Boy, I hesitate to say this, but I agree with Chris Cuomo. You don't have to like the outcomes, but we have to trust the outcomes. Let's talk about all of it.
This is the most in-depth and actually thoughtful conversation on this topic I've ever had.
So what do you think? Vet it, weigh it, be a free agent.
Cuomo. Weeknights at 8/7 Central on News Nation.
Mike Osborne with OsborneHomes.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, OsborneHomes.com is the easiest way to sell your house. When you sell your house to OsborneHomes.com, there's no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just go to OsborneHomes.com for a free, no obligation cash offer 24 hours a day. That's OsborneHomes.com.
Your life is important. Your family and your community count on you every day. But when you are hurt on the job, all of that can be taken from you. That's why you need Barry Smith and Bartell. Our attorneys understand how devastating a workplace injury can be and are dedicated to helping you secure the benefits you deserve. Call today and let us get you back to what's most important, your life. Barry Smith and Bartell, bringing justice to injured workers.
Experience the possibilities of anti-aging medicine at Maj Medical Clinic. Dr. Majzubi's treatment uses the healing benefits of your own stem cells for your optimum health.
I had stabbing pains in my legs from the neuropathy. I did a lot of research, and it kept coming up with stem cells. It was a miracle, honestly. I felt better the next day.
If you're suffering from asthma, COPD, arthritis, autoimmune disease, or other neurologic conditions, call Maj Medical Clinic and see if stem cell treatment and cellular therapy are right for you.
When you look back on this day, you might remember the heat wave or the strawberry shortcake slush float with crunchy sugar crystals. Greg, however, will never forget the homemade water slide incident. $2.99 strawberry shortcake snowball slush float. Sonic.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
Congratulations, AJ Fox, for being certified most accurate by Weather Rate for 10 straight years. Watch AJ Fox every day on KSEE 24, your local weather authority. KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy 4th of July. I'm Catherine Phillips, filling in for AJ Fox tonight. We have a beautiful view from our KSEE 24 studio camera. Not a cloud in the sky. Blue skies. It still is hot out there. In the 90s now in the North Valley, 95 in Merced, but still warm. Spots like Hanford still in the triple digits for tonight. For the rest of the night, we will start to see those temperatures cool down, but we still have warm conditions in the 90s and 80s for any 4th of July festivities for tonight. For the next few days, we do start to see temps back off and cool down. Tomorrow, some of us could still see triple-digit heat. Fresno, 99 degrees for tomorrow, 95 for Thursday, and a cool 92 for the end of the week on Friday. We're going to have those 90s continue for a little bit longer. I'll tell you when we could heat back up again. KSEE 24 News at 6:30 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 6:30.
Everyone's starting to gather. 4th of July celebrations happening now across the valley, including Freedom Fest in Clovis. We'll have a look at tonight's 25th annual fireworks show. Also, how about finding a restroom fast? We now have an app for that. We'll show you how you can download it. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Baleki, and Stephanie is off tonight. And of course, we begin with all the 4th of July celebrations that are starting to happen now across the valley. Thousands of people ready to head out to see several fireworks show across the valley. Our Jennifer Ortega at Clovis Freedom Fest tonight, and they just opened their doors, Jen, and obviously hot, but everybody, I'm sure, in the festive mood.
Yeah, it is hot, and people I spoke to say they're staying hydrated. A lot of families have actually been out here for several hours posting up their tents. You know, they brought coolers with them. They got their kids running around. It's a good time. Now, this is the 25th year, like you mentioned, for Freedom Fest in Clovis. The first one they had back in 1998, and they're excited to keep this tradition going. Organizers say they expect about 6,000 people to come out and enjoy the festivities and watch a fireworks show tonight. And that's not including the people posted up outside the park on lawn chairs and blankets watching the show. They say this is the biggest fireworks show in the valley, costing $30,000.
This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. So today's show will fund 75% of our annual projects, from scholarships to bike programs to senior citizen Christmas dinners to Coats for Kids to anything else that we do. This is 75% of the revenues that we bring in.
An entrance here is $5 and $5 a park. Kids under 5 are free. There's a handful of food vendors, a DJ, activities, and of course, that fireworks show that everyone's looking forward to. That will be at dusk around 9:15. So a lot to look forward to out here. Of course, coming up at 11, we'll show you the sights and sounds all across the valley and some fireworks shows that we're excited to see too. Live here in Clovis, Jennifer Ortega, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Jennifer, thanks. Of course, the Vice President back in California, Kamala Harris, going to spend the 4th here in Southern California. The VP and her husband visiting with first responders in Los Angeles today. She did thank them for making sacrifices and even risking their lives in the line of duty. Today, the President and First Lady hosting a July 4th barbecue with active duty military families on the South Lawn. The President called them the backbone of the nation. After his remarks, the President greeted some visitors before heading back into the White House with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Huntington Beach holding its annual 4th of July today. The city officials say that its largest Independence Day celebration west of the Mississippi River. They did estimate about 500,000 people came out to see the festivities there. The first parade in the city began back in 1904 and commemorated the first electric passenger train linking the area to Los Angeles. And many people don't know what to do with fireworks once they're done with them. Firefighters say to keep them away from people in case there's a dud that wants to explode again. You should have a water source readily available, whether it be a hose or a bucket of water. Soak the used fireworks for about 24 hours in a bucket of water. If you don't end up shooting off all your fireworks, you can properly store them.
Best way, if they don't come with the brown paper sack through the vendor, I would put them in a sealed, clear plastic container away from humidity, away from flames like grills or propane heaters, and away from any ignitable gases and fumes.
And you can also check with your local fire station to see if they have a collection available for unused fireworks. From big city walking tours to finding bathrooms on the go, there are some new interesting apps designed for your summer vacation. Rich DeMuro with today's TechSmart.
Summer is synonymous with travel, and if you're heading to a new destination, why not make it your wallpaper? Atlas is an app that lets you create unique wallpapers based on a location. Search for a city, position it just right, then choose a style. You can create wallpapers for your phone, watch, or computer. Atlas is free for iOS. Cartogram is an Android alternative for $2. On the go and need to go? Check out Flush, a free app that helps you find public restrooms from a database of over 200,000 of them. Filter by fee, key, or disabled access. The results aren't always perfect, but Flush can be helpful, and it's free on iOS and Android. Curious what the name of that mountain is? Check out Peak Finder. The app identifies over 1 million mountaintops around the world, and it works offline. Just aim to identify. You can even use it in augmented reality mode and save photos with peak names right on top. Peak Finder is available for iOS and Android for a one-time fee of $5. Finally, if you find yourself in a new city, why not use your phone for a self-guided audio walking tour?
Welcome to the historical walking tour.
I used Voice Map in Austin and was super impressed with the results.
You can either use this time to stretch or jog on the spot if you like. The building in front of you is the Austin City Hall.
They have tours for hundreds of destinations worldwide, mostly produced by local storytellers. Tours cost just several dollars each. Audio highlights are triggered by GPS as you follow a map.
And that's Rich DeMuro reporting there. Still to come here at 6:30. You still have time to cool off this July. We're going to tell you where you can hit the slopes during the summertime.
And temperatures are still hot outside right now, but we are starting to cool off across the valley. 99 now in Fresno, 101 still in Hanford, and 95 in Merced. I'll tell you your forecast for the rest of the night and for the rest of the work week. But for right now, here's your 4-day pause allergy forecast. Your top pollens are grass and oak, and levels are in the medium range. We'll be right back.
This is KSEE 24 News at 6:30 with Alexon Balakian, Stephanie Barugian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Your local weather authority, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
3, 2, 1. Coming to Fresno, I see the beauty of the Central Valley. On KSEE Sunrise, I see the opportunity to tell local stories that matter. About people who make a difference every day and events that impact our community. I see what matters, and I invite you to start your day with KSEE Sunrise.
Through July 31st, get a rate as low as 4.89% APR on new car and truck loans. Or refinance your higher rate loan from another lender. Apply online today at myeecu.org.
The secret to me and Ed's, it's these guys right here, the fire brick ovens. The bricks in here, they've been seasoned for decades, not years, decades. And that's what gives it that great taste and crunch.
Experts predict a busy disaster season. You can turn compassion into action. Volunteer with the American Red Cross and help people affected by disasters like home fires, wildfires, and floods. Join us and turn tragedy into hope. Visit redcross.org/volunteer.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Head to your Central Valley Chevy dealers today for exciting 4th of July offers all month long on the stylish Equinox. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with lots of top-rated 4s to shop, like 4 of my best-selling playgroup sectionals. Keep it fun and functional on my playbook, only $9.99. Or go with my highly rated playscape for only $12.99. Don't forget my playroom, also $12.99. Stretch out in style on my 4-piece playground, only $24.99. With financing options to fit your budget. You guessed it, 4 plans to choose from. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Jackson Jewelers.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. Happy 4th of July. I'm Catherine Phillips, filling in for AJ Fox tonight. We did see another day in the triple-digit heat for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be close to 100 for most of us. Some of us might still see the triple-digit heat. For the rest of us, we do have some 90s coming up for the next few days, and lots of sunshine is also on the way. So today, our high in Fresno did hit 100, exactly 100. So despite that, we still were the coolest day we have seen in quite some time. Average for this time of year is 97 degrees. So really close to average, just a few degrees above average, and nowhere close to the record temp of 112. And we're not going to see temperatures like that for a few more days. So taking a look across the state, 99 in Bakersfield, 106 in Palm Springs, 65 in Los Angeles, very comfortable on the coast, 62, 66 in San Francisco, but 99 here in Fresno. In the South Valley, Hanford, 101, 95 in Merced, and 98 in Visalia. So overall, compared to this point yesterday, 3 degrees cooler in Fresno, 1 degree cooler in Madera, and 4 degrees cooler in Merced. And this cooling trend will continue as we start to see temperatures cool down over the next few days. But for tonight, if you're going out to a party or to see some fireworks, the temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable for most of us. 7 o'clock, we're still in the mid-90s though, so it still will be hot when you get there. But then at 8 o'clock, the sun sets at 8:22, and that's when we start to see these temperatures cool down. 9 p.m., we're out of the 90s, 89 degrees. 10 o'clock, 85 degrees. Clear skies and a little bit of a breeze here and there. So it will be a really comfortable night once we start to see the sunset. Here's the view from our Valley camera right now from our studios here in Fresno. Gorgeous blue skies, no clouds really from that view. And so our satellite and radar does show clear skies across California. What's been causing these hot temperatures is this high pressure system that's just been sitting over our state. And now that's starting to weaken, we are starting to see those temperatures cool down for the next few days. So here's our futurecast for the next 48 hours. We're clear across the Central Valley. We're clear. No precipitation chances for the Sierra Nevada. Some chances of rain and some clouds are expected on the coast. Now, as far as air quality goes, we're in the moderate range for most of us, but for Tulare and Sequoia National Park, unhealthy for those sensitive groups. So here's what we're looking at for the overnight hours. Pretty comfortable night. 66 for Hanford, 66 for Visalia, 68 in Fresno. We're not going to see these temperatures until the very early morning hours for tomorrow, and we will warm up a little bit slower tomorrow than what we have been seeing over the past few days. 100 for Madera tomorrow, 99 in Fresno, 99 in Selma. Salt Lake Sequoia National Park, very comfortable, 74 degrees. 100 for Visalia, 101 for Hanford, 98 in Pixley, and 100 for Porterville. So really hit or miss, depends on if you see those triple-digit heat again for tomorrow. Then over the next few days, we do start to see a cooling trend. 99 for Wednesday in Fresno, Thursday 95, Friday and Saturday 92 degrees, so well below normal. And then by Sunday 94. Monday heating back up again, 98 degrees, and then Tuesday 101. So we have a good amount of days in the 90s before we start to see the triple-digit heat return to the valley. Overnight lows are in the 60s, so out of that 70-degree range at night that we have been seeing. So things are going to be more normal for a week or so before we start to see things heat up again.
But tonight, if you're heading out to see the fireworks,
once the sun goes down, it's going to be nice.
It's going to be nice. Well,
Okay.
You know, it's still a little hot.
Still hot.
Somewhere in the 90s.
It'll feel better once the sun goes down.
All right.
Yes.
Catherine, thank you. Well, in case you still want to go skiing, you can. How about hitting the slopes in Mammoth? This month, there is still so much snow left on the mountain that many people are hitting the slopes instead of, well, heading to the beach. Summer skiing will be available until the end of July, if you can believe that. Still to come here at 6:30, a firefighter is trying to prevent wildfires with technology. We'll have a look at the software he created to attack fires faster and more accurately.
Host of Central Valley Today, KSEE 24's daily lifestyle show. How you doing back there? I think I'm doing good. It's National Pretzel Day, a day to celebrate. The Good Feet store is here to help. This is an exciting day. We're throwing a party. We're throwing a pizza party. Oh, Robert.
Thank you,
Thanks
Robert.
for being here.
KSEE 24 News is always available at the new YourCentralValley.com.
Today, buying drugs is as easy as sending a text. Parents, please talk to your kids about the dangers of fentanyl-laced drugs before it's too late.
Fixing garage doors is all I do here at Precision. It may look bad, but most garage doors can be repaired. Our main goal is to fix the garage door, not to tell you that you need a new garage door. Precision's here to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Accelerated urgent care, feel better faster from anywhere. A doctor visit while you're on the go. Telemedicine from your phone. Accelerated urgent care. Accelerated urgent care, feel better faster from anywhere. A doctor visit while you're on the go. Telemedicine from your phone. Accelerated urgent care.
It's the final days of Central Valley Honda Dealers' July for Honda sales event. So let's celebrate what brings us together. A fun and fuel-efficient ride from Honda, America's #1 value brand. From the Redwood Forest to the Delta Waters to that secret spot with the juiciest smash burgers you've ever tasted, Honda brings us together. But if you want a tasty deal on a new Honda, you better roll into your Central Valley Honda dealer ASAP, because this sales event ends July 5th. Ask anyone who owns a Honda.
Central Distributing is turning 40.
And you're invited.
Savings throughout the store on appliances, fireplaces, lighting, and more.
Like all this stuff.
This is our biggest sale of the decade.
It's the least we could do.
Visit our showroom for specials on everything on Shaw west of Raleigh.
If you want to walk away with more money at the end of your case, choose Jacoby & Myers at the start of your case. At Jacoby & Myers, we get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
Next ET, we're unlocking the ET Vault with America's sweetheart.
Well, I've been called worse things.
Never before seen interviews with Julia Roberts. Next ET.
Entertainment tonight, weeknights at 7:30 on KSEE 24.
A San Diego firefighter hopes to change the game when it comes to early wildfire detection and prevention. He has developed an aerial monitoring system that combines state-of-the-art cameras and drone capabilities. Misha DeBono shows us how this new technology detects wildfires faster and with more accuracy.
A drone operating autonomously by smart technology returns to Homeport after checking out what could have been a wildfire.
Our best chance to save life and property is early detection and early mitigation. And so we work on the earliest detection and the most accurate detection that's out there.
Chad DeLude is a fire captain with the Encinitas Fire Department. He's got 24 years under his belt, and after years of ruminating over how to attack wildfires faster and with more accuracy, he developed Armor Protection Service, a multi-pronged early detection prevention service to battle wildfires before they grow. The smart technology uses infrared and heat-seeking capabilities to hone in and identify if a heat impression is actually what's called a Class A fire. That's brush and debris and is hotter than 300 degrees.
The camera is 80% of what we detect. Those are the ones that we can zoom in and we can see that they're uncontrolled. We don't want to be sending our precious resources to find that out. So that's where we activate a secondary system of the drones to be able to respond to the area, to be able to give it overhead.
Initially, he envisioned the technology used by the fire departments, but soon found private landowners in remote areas could not only better protect their property from fire, but in the unfortunate scenario that they suffer a loss, the technology assists in cost recovery by easily identifying what sparked it. Firefighters agree the time is now for this potentially life and property-saving technology.
It's portable. It's great that private homeowners will be able to use them for both security and fire. For us as a public agencies, it'll be nice to be able to better protect our areas.
And Fire Captain Chad DeLude says that the possibilities are endless, where the software could also be used in hazmat situations where you don't want people to get close. A woman hiking outside of Los Angeles injured in a remote forest was able to get to safety all thanks to her iPhone. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin was able to speak with the woman about the harrowing ordeal and has what you need to know and bring if you're thinking about heading outdoors.
This remarkable rescue from a remote area of the Los Angeles National Forest made possible by modern-day tech. About halfway through a 4-mile hike last week, Juana Reyes fell down an incline, fracturing her leg.
The pain was so unbearable, and my foot was swelling to maybe twice the size of its normal.
On a trail like this one, Reyes didn't have cell service, but she did have an iPhone 14, which boasts a new feature, Emergency SOS. The feature, which is only on the latest iPhone model, can contact first responders, allowing you to let them know what the problem is, where you're located, even how many people you're with. All through satellite connection, no cell service required. It's the third satellite call LA County Search and Rescue says they've received this month. Last December, LA County Sheriff's deputies rescued a couple after their car spun off a cliff, falling nearly 300 feet.
We were completely upside down.
Their shattered iPhone sending the emergency text.
It said, collision detected. Would you like us to report it to emergency services?
Their coordinates sent to rescue crews who hoisted them to safety. And just this past May,
we received a 911 text stating that there was approximately 10 hikers lost in the area.
A group of teenagers had been stranded in Southern California's Santa Paula Canyon. One teen's iPhone sent the SOS message that led rescuers down an hour-and-a-half hike into the canyon, where the group was found safe.
They certainly were not going to get out of there on their own. It's a game changer, frankly.
For a few $100, personal location beacons can send a distress signal to rescuers no matter where you are, and without a subscription fee. Similar products are available from Garmin, and certain Android phones will soon offer satellite communication. Still, for Reyes, it's comforting to know her phone is a lifeline. It's potentially saved you.
Yes, it was literally the only way that we got communication out for EMS.
Aaron McLaughlin reporting there. Still to come here at 6:30, a statue to remember the first American woman in space, where you can see the tribute to Sally Ride.
Dogs in the 4th of July.
For them, this is frightening.
How to keep your dog from going nuts during fireworks. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24.
Chances are we've already met. But when we meet here, this is where our worlds will come together. Cahuilla Health is built for this moment in your life. We are courageous, resilient, ready. Health is our passion, and excellence is always our focus. Because when you come in here, our priority is to get you back out there.
Cahuilla Health, more than medicine, life.
Bruce here for Jackson Jewelers, where we buy your old gold. Professionally designed custom pieces, especially for you, or help you find the perfect bridal ring. Stop by and see us in Old Town Clovis. Jackson Jewelers, where we treat you like family.
It's 24 for 24 Friday nights at Island Water Park. Night slides, awesome activities, DJ music, and more. The only way to get this exclusive TV price is to scan this code. 24 for 24 Friday nights at Island Water Park, sponsored by KSEE 24.
It's crunch time at A&W. Try the double barbecue bacon crunch burger, made with a tangy sauce, smoky bacon, and crispy fried onions, paired with one of our sides and an ice-cold mug of A&W root beer. This is a combo you don't want to miss. Or try our lemonade shake, creamy vanilla soft serve blended with lemonade and topped with whipped cream and a cherry. A&W in Visalia, Tulare, and Exeter. Prices may vary, tax extra.
Are you considering graduate school? You can become an attorney. Attend San Joaquin College of Law.
I had some concerns about being a parent and going to law school, but with the right support system, it was possible. If you're a parent like me and you think that law school is out of your reach, pay a visit to San Joaquin College of Law because it is affordable and the administration and faculty really want to see you succeed as a student.
San Joaquin College of Law. 1 degree, a world of options.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
If you've been hurt by a big truck, call us. We're on top of it.
Life-changing injuries can mean life-changing money, and we'll fight to get it for you.
Call 1-877-DUNION, DUNNION.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services.
Well, finally, a statue dedicated to the first American woman in space now stands at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley. The state of astronaut Dr. Sally Ride was unveiled earlier today. Ride's mother and sister were there, and Sally Ride made history on June 18, 1983, when she went into space aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. Ride died in 2012 of cancer, so a great honor there. Of course, we're going to have a spectacular night. And real quick, weather.
It's going to cool down once the sun sets tomorrow, 99 degrees, so we're out of the triple-digit heat for a little bit, 90s to come for the rest of the week.
All right, be careful out there. We'll see you at 11.
KSEE 24 to get all the local news that matters on KSEE Sunrise.
With plenty of rain this season, allergies may start early and COVID, flu, and viruses are active. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic other symptoms. Get proper diagnosis and treatment. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air, and operates whisper quiet. The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
Some people love adventure, and then there's Gilbert. Who knows what brought him to Table Mountain? But one thing for sure, it wasn't confidence. He looked around. What catches his eye? Blackjack. His first hand, 2 aces. So naturally, he splits them.
The book says to split them.
And guess what? Hits on both, gets paid. Hey, Gilbert, meet adventure. Another lucky day. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
Playing the Soroyan Theater July 25th through 30th. Get your tickets at BroadwayandFresno.com.
With plenty of rain this season, allergies may start early and COVID, flu, and viruses are active. Buzz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic other symptoms. Get proper diagnosis and treatment. Contact Buzz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
The right workspace makes working from home more convenient and productive. Let the experts at Closets by Design create a stylish and efficient home office for you.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com.